Alright, so what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. I do apologize if you hear my 3D printer in the background. I have moved it up here to the office, so there may be a little bit of 3D printer noise in the background. But anyway, today is another electronics haul. So got some more stuff coming in for the shop, and I figured I would go through it with you guys. So let's get her open. This is a pretty heavy box. Where'd my knife go? Or my scissors? This is off to a really great start. I will just use a screwdriver to puncture the tape, and that'll work. Alright. How's everybody doing, by the way? Oh my gosh. Taped the box very well. There we go. Ta-da. Okay, we are in. We are in layer number 1. So right off the top, we got some, looks like 6-pin to 8-pin cables, some splitter cables. Got some risers, some brand new in the packaging from AAA Wave, the orange ones, if you guys are familiar with those. More of those brand new risers, which I need to get all my risers listed on the website. I have a bunch of used ones, and I think I'm gonna fire sale off the used ones for like, I don't know, I'm thinking the less desirable ones for like 50 cents, and then like the 6-pin or the more desirable like the U-bits for like $1 a piece, $1 a piece. So good little add-ons. We got some CPUs here. So we have a i3 3320, i7 3770, and a i5 35 or 3470. So some 3rd gen i5s right there. Another riser. So bunch of brand new risers. Oh mama. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a big mama right here. This is a big old girl. Check her out. Check her out. An old Threadripper. So this is a Ryzen Threadripper 1950X, and the board is a Gigabyte Aorus, whatever you want to call it. I don't know exactly which model motherboard it is. There's so much I/O on this motherboard and so many slots that they didn't have any room to actually put the model number on here. But yeah, really slick, nice setup right there. Probably gonna sell that CPU and motherboard together. Just makes the most sense. Let me put it back into the anti-static bag here. Old Threadripper. We'll put that over to the side. It's always cool to see like extreme stuff like that, because extreme chipset, I mean, I guess they did bring the Threadrippers back, but Intel hasn't had an extreme line, and it's been a while. Alright, we got some GPUs here. So we have a MSI. This is a 1070 Ti titanium. So back in the day, MSI had this thing about doing like a black and silver theme, and it was their titanium theme. I actually have some Z170 motherboards, and they're MSI titanium motherboards. I really hate that, and I don't think they carry the titanium line anymore. That was just kind of like a themed line they did, and I always felt like they nailed it. Like, I loved the titanium series. But yeah, so I got a 1070 Ti titanium. Let's set that down right there. Everything seems to be packaged really, really well. What else do we have here? Oh, we got a Gigabyte. What is it? It is a... Who's that? Pokemon. It's a Gigabyte 1070 Ti triple fan Wind Force. Not nearly as cool as the MSI card. Not that I'm not a fan of Gigabyte, but it's probably one of the last manufacturing brands I would choose from if I had a choice. So, I guess that makes me not a fan of Gigabyte. Even though I own Gigabyte cards, I've bought Gigabyte cards. It's like, would you choose Gigabyte or Zotac? I don't know. Neither. Can we choose neither? Alright, so next up is a... This is a ROG Strix RX 580 8 gig. And this one is for parts because it says it won't show signal. So we'll definitely need to check on that. It's got writing on the back. That's a shame because that's a really cool card. ROG line's always been cool. Much better than the Wind Force. I feel like they had more creativity on the older cards. Seems like 30 series and even some of the, like the 40 series, a lot of these AIBs have just lost creativity, you know? Oh, another, is it a 1070 Ti? Okay. Yes, another MSI 1070 Ti titanium. Ooh, look at it. She's beautiful. Heck yeah. So that is awesome. It's unfortunate I don't have the boxes for these because it's one thing that MSI does well. They have nice boxes. And if you're a GPU or a CPU or a computer hardware guy in general, you know boxes are a thing. We have a thing with boxes. Alright, so what is this? Open. Oh, that is really cool. So this is a driver set. And it just clicks in there. I don't even remember this. Was this a surprise? That's really cool. Did you accidentally drop that in the box and you didn't mean to? Regardless, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, so here's the cooler for that big bad Threadripper. Got a Noctua NF. I don't know what model it is. It just says NF. But anyway, big old Noctua cooler, tower cooler with what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 heat pipe. Good stuff. Put that over there. And we got a couple more things coming hot and ready in the bottom of the box. Oh, what is this? What is this? Okay, so this is a Asus Cerberus card. 1070 Ti fails benchmarks listed as parts. Cerberus 1070 Ti. Don't know why. This one doesn't do it for me. This looks like a cheap Chinese graphics card. And it kind of feels like it too. Cerberus. They have like a little design right there. I don't know. Asus definitely dropped the ball on that one. Cerberus is supposed to be like the big old bad dog, you know? Nothing big and bad about that one. Except the fact that it is bad. Alright, and we got another one. This is a Gigabyte 1070 Ti. This one runs hot. So, imagine that. A 1070 Ti WindForce with 3 fans, and it runs hot. So, lovely, lovely. We'll need to set that one aside and take a look at that later. Or figure out something. And I think that's it. Yes, it is. Alright, so I'm stoked about that. Lots of bubble wrap. So that'll be good for repackaging stuff that gets sold and needs to go out. Always good to get in more graphics cards for inventory. I know I have a bunch of people reaching out to me and asking like, oh, when am I getting 30 series? When am I getting, you know, some like newer cards in? Well, I am going hopefully this weekend to go pick up 3080s and 3080 Ti's, and then I just talked with a gentleman and he's sending in 3060 12 gigs. Those are actually EVGA cards. Those are really nice. So we are getting some 30 series in, and then I just got, which I don't know if I showed this on video or not, but I just got in a Founders Edition Radeon. This is a 6700 XT. I don't know why, but I'm liking this one. I'm liking the design that these had. I feel like it's just as classy, you know? A little bit of red, the silver, the big R lets you know what's up. R, Radeon. You ain't confusing that for an NVIDIA card. You know what I mean? Branding to the max. But yeah, so I gotta go through. I gotta get all that stuff entered in, pricing, shipping, blah 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 blah. You know how it is. Sorry I'm lagging behind on all that, but we'll get caught up. We'll get there. But yeah, anyway, thanks for coming out. I really do appreciate you guys. We'll keep this ball rolling. So, new schedule is going to be Monday through Friday for uploads. And we're going to try to get back to doing those live streams on Monday. It just has not been feasible. I've had family stuff come up. Had stuff come up with other things that don't even need to be said. Regardless, we'll get there. So, anyway. By the way, I did change some settings on the video, and I went back to 1080p at 60 FPS, but I changed the bit rate. So let me know, how is the audio, how is the video, is everything good? I was recording in 4K, but come to find out, the camera that I'm using, everybody said just to do 1080 because the 4K had issues. I don't know. I was recording in 4K, and then my micro SD card would keep showing up as error. So then I formatted it and put it back to 1080, and we've had no problems now. So I don't know why it's having issues with 4K, but I go online and it seems like everybody has issues with 4K on this camera. And of course now it's out of the return period. Yay! But whatever. If it works good for 1080, we'll keep rolling with it. So yeah, later guys. By the way, if you enjoy car stuff, might get a little clip of my car. I drove it to the shop, and I wanted to do like some like panning shots with this camera because it's got the gimbal on it. So it'll be coming up after this. But the video's over. Later, guys.